Welcome to that GOAT Metal Show. Well, today we'll be reviewing great metal vocalists.
Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Barry, that GOAT Metal Show, with the addition, the last part of it all, our favorite vocalists of metal, all metal. Okay, so basically, I wanted to keep it fair because there is so many genres of metal, so I divided it into two separate categories: extreme, brutal vocals, and metal vocals, or somewhere along that lines. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the extreme brutal vocals, all right? And I'm gonna start, like I said, no particular order, but these are my favorites as of right now, as far as from the past and from the present. All right, right now I gotta just talk about number one right now, and nobody can really deny Alex Terrible from Slaughter to Prevail. What are you gonna say about that man's vocals? I mean, it is incredible the way the shit that comes out of that man, the voice that he has, and things that he can do. To me, he is subpar when it comes to brutal vocals, and you just got to give that man his props. I would love for him to do collaborations with other, brutal vocalists. Maybe do some guest appearance in other bands and shit to see him just pop out in there. I think it would just be fucking phenomenal. Okay, then we're gonna go with some old school. All right, Scott Roof. Nobody knows who Scott Roof is? He was the original singer of Ripping Corpse, okay? Dreaming with the Dead, all right? If you're an old school death metal head, you know Ripping Corpse, and you know that album, and you know that man's vocals, okay? His was unique. It was, it was a mix between, like how can I say it? It wasn't like a death metal style vocals, but it was extreme enough to just be, it was horror. And that's the way I always remember that man. It was unique. It was, and just like the band itself, Ripping Corpse was a unique band. And it's just a shame that we never got a chance to see those guys continue to grow. But we'll see what happens. Maybe a reunion, who knows, right? Then we're going to go with Cannibal Corpse, Chris Barnes era, okay? Now, Chris Barnes, even though he's already, it's just sad to say Chris Barnes, his vocals are pretty much not what they used to be. I mean, we're just going to have to be real about that. But when he first started and what he did, and he created that style and that sound that he created with those Cannibal Corpse albums, you knew it was him. He had his own signature way of doing his vocals, and that's the only reason why I enjoyed Chris Barnes that much. Okay? Then we're going to go with one of the OGs, John Tardy, Obituary. First time I heard it, scared to death. Fucking Obituary, man. And we're going to go with Rest in Peace to the man, the myth, the legend, Brett Hoffman from Malevolent Creation. Again, I can never get tired of saying Retribution is my favorite fucking album. All right? Great fucking album. Now we're going to go with metal. All right? Or, regular singers that, guys who could pretty regular, but they could get it done. All right? Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden. I mean, you just can't go wrong. The man is just a fabulous singer, and you could just hear Bruce Dickinson, you know it's him. Okay? The metal god, Rob Halford from Judas Priest. What can you say? All right? Rob Halford. Okay? Then we go with Bobby Blitz from Overkill. He had that uniqueness. It's Overkill! It's just Bobby Blitz, man. And, Phil Anselmo from Pantera. Despite what people want to say about him, when Pantera was in their heyday, Phil had that unique style of his vocals that everybody tried to mimic. And he started that. Look, you just got to give the man his props, okay? And then we're going to go with, last but not least, Eric Adams from Manowar. All right? Listen, I love Manowar has always been one of my all-time favorite metal bands, and Eric Adams has that unique voice, that unique style, that storytelling, and he brings it, man. And I've always enjoyed Eric Adams, and man's already hitting 70, man. He's still kicking ass, bro. All right, but that's my take right now. This looks like it's gonna be a long video. Let me send it back to the silent producer, Rich. Get it going, Rich.
Thanks, Barry. We keep on going with the list. From Merciful Fate is King Diamond with operatic vocals. Representing for high-pitched vocals and thrash, Tom Araya from Slayer. Jeff Tate from the band Queensryche with his melodic vocals. One of the kings of heavy metal, Rodney James Dio from Dio. Moving over to some brutal death metal, Lord Worm from Cryptopsy. One of my favorite vocalists of all time, Martin from the band Pestilence. And Asphyx. From the 80s to the 90s, the brutal death growls of David Vincent from Morbid Angel. And one of the kings of grindcore, Barney from Napalm Death. Representing Long Island brutal death metal, Frank from Suffocation. One of the originators, brutal death metal legend, Glenn Benton from Deicide. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Don't forget about this Sith Lord's merch on Facebook. Support the underground. And stay tuned for more new videos on that Goat Metal Show on YouTube.